It's about that time that I'm feeling an itch to play Metroid again. Which is funny considering about 5 to 7 years ago, I would have told you that Metroid's stinky. Hello everyone, Prey Scooter here, and welcome to a blind Let's Play of Metroid Prime, specifically the remastered version. I could play the quote-unquote original version. I don't have the GameCube version. I do have the Wii release. The Wii re-release from Trilogy. But I guess, and it was in my cards to actually play like the original version of the game. But I guess I'm going to play the remastered version that's on the Nintendo Switch. Now, a couple things I want to lay down before we get in, because I am toting this across the board as this is me playing it blind. That is about 95% true. I have seen, I guess like a week ago now, I did see a friend playing a little bit of this game here and there, little spots, not enough to really, shouldn't really matter on it because he was playing like towards the end of the game. And he was giving me like little tidbits about things to be wary of. But I've seen like a little bit of pieces here and there of that. I also saw a playthrough once, many years ago, but I also didn't focus on watching that series, if that makes sense. This was during the time when I had a lot of free time, and all I did was basically replay old have playlists of, you know, people who I watch content of, watch their old playlists to like kind of catch up on their anthology, so to say. So I've seen a playthrough, though that was like 12, no, not 12, like 10 years ago now. And, well, I already told you that one. Other than that, I'm going into this blind. Now, I have had two other friends who basically, one has even said so, that they wish to disown me, that I have never played the Prime games. Also extras. What do you mean by extras? Oh, there's unlockables. So, a handful of things, like, I will say, for anybody who's watching just this series and has not watched me play any of the, has not watched me play any of the others, like, Metroid games before, on this channel, like, I've kind of been on this roll over the last few years of just playing every Metroid game that I've come across in recent years, and just been like, I'm gonna go into it blind, and somehow every single time I've played a Metroid game, I managed to finish it in exactly 23 parts, which is weird. And here's the and I don't know if Super Metroid held up this pedigree, but like, I'm pretty sure Super Metroid 23 parts, Metroid, wow, I can't remember the name. Metroid Fusion 23 parts, Metroid Dread 23 parts. So let's see if I can beat the allegations of beating this game in 23 parts or not. I also will be attempting to beat it 100%. Now, one of the things I do know regarding 100% for this game is that it does involve scanning. What I mean by scanning is I am aware that there are 4 different visors. The default visor you get when you first boot up the game does count. There are 4 different visors, and one of them is the scanning visor, which lets you scan like environmental details, access panels, enemies for more information about them. Like, it'll let you do all this stuff. And I believe scanning every little tiny bit of information does fall within the realm of that 100%. But what I mean for 100% more or less reflects upon item collection. The scanning I will attempt to do, though I do know there are some you can miss. So I will still attempt to get all of these scans, and good lord. This, god damn, that's pretty. God damn, that's pretty. from what I know, Metroid Prime on the GameCube was not a slouch either for visuals. Like, even compared to like Xbox and PlayStation 2 at the time, it was not a slouch at all. So, I figured I just did it by default. So let's see. Okay. So. Oh. Okay, just look into it. So there's an energy force field. So I'll be attempting to do all this scanning here like you're seeing now. And I'll attempt to scan everything I can. I will probably miss some stuff. Also, I'm like jumping many different topics around my head right now, so forgive me. I didn't read that full thing. I got out of it. So I do know that I'm trying to like parse into words what I want to say. I guess this is the only other thing that I can say that would probably ruin some of it a little bit for folks is that I have technically... Oh, it's just a gentle sway. I was like, I'm not doing that. I have technically played a little bit of Metroid Prime. I believe there was a Fan Friday, like, back before I was interested in Metroid at all, that somebody asked, hey, play Metroid Prime. So this whole space station part, I'm a little familiar with just because I did play that. But beyond that, I don't think so. So, like, it's weird that, like, buttons and controls are, like, kind of, like, feeling natural so far. Wait, A and right trigger shoot? Oh, I found missiles. Left bumper is jump? Oh, so is B. Wait. That's what it is. So here's the only other thing. Well, actually, trigger. There we go. Is it Y to come back out? Yes, it is. I'm just messing around with the buttons. So here's the only other thing with this remastered version that I'm aware of. So in the original version, you know, you can bomb jump. Everybody knows you can bomb jump. And I think... So, I do know you lose, like, it's a Metroid game. You're going to lose every functionality. This is one of the things one of my friends told me, is that for quality of life, instead of having to bomb jump everywhere, okay, I'm going to get this timing on. Okay, I'm a little mad. I can actually do that. Instead of having to bomb jump to get around everywhere, there, because this is on the Nintendo Switch version, and the Nintendo Switch has this lovely thing called gyro controls. You just have spring ball if you flick your controller. I spent way too much time on that. Can you? Okay, you can't jump by this way. Now, I think Retro worked on the original version of this game. I could do a little quick research kind of thing. I could do like a little research thing on science and say that, but I'm pretty sure Retro Studios worked on the original Metroid Prime. And I don't know if they had their hand in this one as well. Let's see. Environment normal. So this kind of stuff happening right now, like me running around with the scan visor, this may be like a normal thing. This may be like a normal thing I do, where I'm just like constantly walking around with the scan visor on. That's gonna become normal because, oops, that is gonna be a normal occurrence. Just because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, and this station we're on at the start of the game. There was a creature here that I just released from the airlock, by the way. In order to get 100%, which, oh, there they go. Oh wow, did I never notice those? Or are those added in? Let me retrace my steps a little bit. This area with the space station, you don't ever come back to this space. There's a radar. There, you don't ever come back to the space station. Okay. You don't ever come back to the space station, so making sure that you scan everything here is a necessity. Space pirate, death caused by severing of spinal... Ooh. That's... Huh. I'm not gonna read all of these. Like, I do know... High levels of radiation. Ew. Yeah, my mind's going a million miles an hour. There is, for the completion, you can miss some of this stuff if you just don't scan it and you never come back to the space station. So I'm going to do my darndest. I'm going to try and do my darndest to... I will try to do my darndest to get all these scans here because it does count for the 100%, but I may still not get it right. Unknown chemical burns. Weak life signs detected. And possesses a mouth-like orifice, most likely used for birthing. Oh, gross. This is why you scan things. You learn stuff. Escape pod launch sequence. Talon 4. That sounds familiar. Why does Talon 4 sound familiar, other than the context of this game? Unless you fight, unless you shoot back, I'm not going to do it. I told you I wasn't going to do it. Weak life signs detected. You mean no life signs detected? So this is... So anyway, this space station is very much like the tutorial. They teach you how to play the game. Excessive trauma by explosion. Although debris obstruct the hallway, it looks like it can be easily removed. Oh, right. Oh, we have charge shot right out the gate? Oh, we have charge shot right out the gate. Okay, fair enough. It's gonna get so weird. It's gonna be a little weird to get used to these controls again. Well, I guess these controls in the first place. Because I did say, I did play a little bit of this initially. I did play a little bit of this initially back on the, also gotta look around for things. I did play... I did play, like, the Wii version. I'm gonna go in here. I did play the Wii version for Fan Friday. Okay. I like maps. I did play a little bit of the Wii version, so I kind of know what I'm doing, at least here. But I don't know what I'm doing overall. How many times can I repeat this? Forgive me, I'm like... This is a weird... I'm in like a weird state of mind right now where like... I'm cognizant of things I'm saying, but I know I'm repeating myself in the things I'm saying, because I don't know what I have and have not gone over. That is weird. But anyway, 3D Metroid game. 3D Metroid game. Oh, computers. So the hull's functional. It's gonna drive me nuts, because like, I want to say Talon 4 is discussed in like the Metroid lore outside. That was one. I know that was one. Thank you, Smash Brothers. I know Talon 4 is described in like the Metroid lore, and I don't remember if it was described much outside of Metroid Prime. So you'll have to forgive me if like, if that's gonna bug me and probably everybody watching. Just like, oh, you shouldn't know this because of this. It's like, well, the game itself, this game itself has been around for... I'm going to say that this game has been around... Metroid Prime, not the whole trilogy, but I know Metroid Prime release has been around for at least 15 years, possibly even 20. Ah, the door. But yeah, I just... If you weren't tired of it already, get prepared to be tired of it now. Of the scanning thing, because I'm going to be trying to do this so hard, and because I have a goldfish memory, which is very much shown in high detail right now, considering I've repeating the things I've said 5 times over. I'm basically going to be trying to walk into every room with my scan visor on, and then turning around and going to combat after the fact. I'm basically going to be doing this constantly. Both legs broken. This one. I want to scan this space pirate. I do know one of the functionality is that you can use the your charge beam to suck up energy bits, so. Fluid sacks them off large. Can I like just flick the right stick in order to read this stuff a lot more effectively? Can I? Oh. Door sealed to prevent radiation leaks. Oh, hey, there's things over here I didn't read. Oh, hey, did it say Phazon? Hold on, let me... Rejection of Phazon. Ooh, Phazon. Oh, hey! Whoa! Morphology unknown, low life signs detected. Okay, so there is life in there. And the other one's missing, which is probably in that room prior. It did say Phazon, which I do know that is a very core component of the Prime game, or these Prime games. That's like a very integral part of it. Phazon is in every walk of this game, is in every square inch of this game. Hold on, that looks like a morph ball spot. Sorry. Now that I play a little bit of Metroid games, like me looking for secret areas, like me looking for like the tiniest little nooks and crannies to get myself into, is just kind of a thing. It's just kind of a thing I try and do now. I did scan this, right? Yes, I did. So it wants me to fire a missile, but I would like to scan first. Ballistic reports. I'm gonna take some damage just to scan this. Cool, I got creatures. Oh hey, I need that. So it's so strange to me that, like, you know, it is strange to me that, like, you know, I have jump with B. I can also jump with left bumper. But, and that caught me off guard initially because, you know, GameCube controls. But, and I only played this on the Wii version, so I'm not sure why I know this. But the fact that the GameCube, you know, technically had a right bumper with the Z button. But I guess now with technology getting better, we now have a left bumper. Okay, that's red. That's important. So we can scan important things last. Auto turret disabled. Oh, too little, too late. Parasite larva harmless unless encountered in large numbers. I have a feeling we're going to be plasmite. I have a feeling we're not going to have to worry about. I know this. I know this creature from fusion. Well, I know it better from fusion, but. Ugh. Something is angry in that door, and I think it's going to about to burst out and kick my butt. Wait, what is it? Pain tolerance and 13% and holding? That's not a good prize. Removal in 3 hours. Yeah, remove that waste 3 hours from now. I think you kind of need to remove that waste now. But yeah, like a lot of this scanning stuff is just going to get annoying for people because, yes, I am going to sit here and I am going to scan every single panel. Not only to show that, you know... Not to show, not even just to show that, you know, when this game was made, they went through the effort of putting everything in. Also, I think I've already missed a few scans. Oh well, I'm still going to try and scan as much as possible. But just to be like, yeah, they went through. Oh hey, how's that? How's that doing up there? Mutagen Tank 3. Neat. I like reading the words mutagen and seeing a creature that this mutagen is hooked up to. Great. So I do know, like, sorry, mine's going a million miles an hour while I just think about things related to this game. Elevator operational, please step onto the hologram. Let me try and just handle things one thing at a time, because apparently I can't focus on more than one of those. Phazon. That's a very important thing to this thing, and I wanted to, like, make note of that. Hey, Zoomers! That's a barely alive space pirate. So Phazon. This is related because one of the two friends I mentioned that would disown me for never having played the Prime series. Actually, I don't know if he still uses it in his username, or if he's kind of shelved that username just because he's moved on to more professional settings. But that person is kind of like how I kind of got exposed to Metroid in the first place. If you shoot me, I'm going to shoot back. Okay. Oh, they both went down. Oh, I should probably scan this. No, scan this so I can have record of it. Yeah, scanning everything is going to be important. Hey. I'm probably going to just jump step into, like, a whole bunch of damage anyway. I'm probably going to jump step into so many damaging things. Also, that was a... Oh, hey, there's another chance right there. Ice Streak Bat. Okay. Yeah, I think I missed my chance to scan I scanned like a well-off space pirate. Yeah, I'm not gonna, unless it's like red. I don't think I'm gonna worry. Unless it's red and has like lore, I don't think I'm gonna worry about reading any of these like diary entries, so to say. Hold on, let me handle this. Unless it's got like a red, unless it's one of those red scan points, I'm not gonna worry about reading anything unless it catches my attention. Also, I hope I don't die in like this area of the game. Oh. Hello. Superheated if airflow is restricted. Good to know. Hey, let's scan that door. Yes, this is going to be annoying, I'm well aware, but unfortunately this is kind of part of the play. This is kind of how the game works and how this particular entry in series works. Every other lunar cycle they change that info. Oh hey, let's scan that just so I have entry for this. Let's see, access to deck gamma approved. Please step into hologram. But now that I've got that point about, you know, friends and their professional status and initial online status aside. Ooh, that is a drop. I do know that, like, again, I said this earlier, but the space station here, this is like the tutorial for the rest of the game. So this is a super linear part of the game. Please insert metallic sphere to open door. Okay, fair enough. Space Pirate says death caused by removal. Ah! No longer living because no more internal organs. Okay, I scanned that. There's a new creature there. Severe lacerations to abdomen. Spherical shape would fit in this clamp. Oh, wait. I need to scan you. Because you're like a proper living space pirate. Yeah. Hold on. What was that last part? No, the space pirate. The space pirate. The space... I could use gyro aiming, but I'm bad with gyro aiming. Maximum fire... Well, you're the boss, boss. I think I've scanned everything else in this room. But yeah, it's just, Oh gosh. Oh, why... Did that door close behind me? Okay, fair enough. Entrance to a safe station. Really? Oh, that's an entrance to a safe station. I could save and in fact I probably should save considering I'm already dying as badly as I am. I struggle to get through the door. Woo! Scanning everything, baby. Have you tried a gun? Have you tried this gun? Yeah. But yeah, hopefully over time I'll kind of get used to how this game controls and everything, but I do know, and someone's gonna like have a bit of a fit with me in the fact that, oh, turn on gyro controls, because gyro controls will make your life so much better, and they probably will. Problem is, in many games, I always try gyro controls. And I don't know how this game functions with gyro controls, but a lot of times in a Nintendo game, a lot of times, not all the time, because Breath of the Wild is like the one exception I found. A lot of times when a game has gyro controls, your options for gyro controls are full gyro controls, no other options, or no gyro controls at all, just use the stick and suffer. Okay. Well, it definitely wanted me to scan this, so... Please insert metal sphere. Okay. I have inserted a metal sphere. Can I go now? Can I go home now? This is a bunch of dead space pirates, isn't it? This... No scannables. Oop. Also, a save room, definitely just healed me. And this is a very important thing because, hey, does the stage Frigate Orpheon sound familiar? It should. Because this lovely, lovely creature is just chilling in the background of Frigate Orpheon. I think it's Frigate Orpheon anyway. Introduced in Brawl. Now, I want to make sure I save because, by the reminder that I'm... Oh, wait. Oh, I am scanning. Good. Alright, morphology parasite queen for female, genetically enhanced by unknown means. Creature's mouth. As a potent mutagen, origins unknown, creature exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blast of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasitic genome. It appears the pirate had begun bioengineering them with considerable results. Cool. Okay. So it's going to take me a while to kind of get used to how this movement works, but I'm kind of used to... Oh, gosh. I'm kind of used to how... I am kind of used to, like, how shooters work now with movement and everything. And when I say I'm used to, I mean, I play a lot of shooters on mouse and keyboard, so, like, movement and things and whatnot, I'm used to... Oh. Spaghettification. Ah!
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately.
Well, let me just... Reactor core damage, evacuate immediately. Cool. So forgive me if I just... I know it's going to give me a timer, an escape timer, so I'm going to like panic look, but I do know there is like one specific scan. There is like a scan in this area that I do know you can miss if you're not actively searching out the scans. Oh, hey, there it is. There's the scan. You can miss the scan on something if you're not very diligent in this right now, but if I see it, cool. If I don't, okay. But I think this is like the one, this is like the one entry that is a missable scan for 100% in the entire playthrough. Isn't there supposed to be like a timer running right now? This creature is deceased, huh? I'll be the judge of that. But those of you who have, never played a Metroid game, so to say, or never seen or played a Metroid game, just know that, like, Metroid games are meant to be spooky bad times. Well, I like spooky bad times, but like, there's supposed to be like this feeling of fear constantly while you're playing it. Are you... Okay. Manual aim. It's supposed to be like a spooky time that's gonna... Yeah, it is supposed to be like a spooky time that's just supposed to fill you with dread. And scare you a lot. So there's just a lot of uneasiness going on here. I don't know why, but like in the recesses of my brain of things that I'm remembering that you can and don't need to that you do and don't need to do, like, this is not the way to go. For some reason in my brain, I'm remembering that there are many instances where there are tunnels of these little dudes just scurrying about. There are many instances of these little dudes just scurrying about, and you want to use your morph ball to get around them. Don't know why, and it may not be these creatures actually, but this is actually something that I do remember. Oh, wait. Part of you wants to say that there is supposed to be, like, some kind of timer happening right now for the escape sequence. Anyway, but that's why I brought up the whole topic of, you know, uneasiness and fear that in these games, and, like, science fiction horror, so to say, is a lot of times... A lot of times in these games you are supposed to be just uneasy, and they always have an escape sequence of some kind in every game, just to kind of like make you like scurry and hurry and feel like you're just constantly under pressure. Unfortunately, the fact that I have played as many Metroid games as I have at this point, I'm a little jaded to the whole prospect. Not like numb to it, just jaded to it. Which is why me trying to do this quote-unquote escape sequence right now. Why me trying to do this quote-unquote escape sequence. I'm keeping some form of a level head. Oh, it's all the way over there. The way out is not that way. Cool. So I'm going to let that piston come back before I proceed onward. And then if you're still here at this point in the video, and I don't know how long this video is because I've lost my track of my timing, even though I very clearly looked at my clock to like give me a rough timing estimate. I missed it, I think. Oh, hi, Meta Ridley. How's it going, Samus? Oh. Shoutouts to friends who know the reference and have basically have taught me this reference. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a missable thing. Let's see. Scan this. That's fun. Subject Meta Ridley. Weapons update complete. Stinger Ballistics online. Pleasant Fuel Cell online. Oh boy, because Ridley wasn't already a threat to Samus and her livelihood beforehand. Now they made him an android. So timeline-wise, okay. So timeline-wise, I'll probably put up an annotation here at some point because I know at some point I was told the timeline of Metroid and where Prime falls. I think Metroid Prime falls either before or after Super Metroid. And I want to say it's after Super Metroid, which is why Ridley is like he is and why there is, spoilers for Metroid Fusion, why Ridley is just a, why Ridley in Metroid Fusion is an X-Parasite. Auto turret disabled. I'm still going to shoot it out of the sky. Oh, you can destroy it that way too. Oh, hey, escape sequence. How long has that timer been there, by the way? Access to the deck approved. Reactor explosion. Yeah, I didn't see that timer until like just now. Keep in mind, like the bottom, like roughly the bottom 10% of my screen is covered by my microphone, so I'm gonna miss timers. Various suit malfunctioning. Missile malfunction. Charge beam malfunction. Grapple beam malfunction. Malfunction. All systems online. But as I was saying, oh boy, I can't see. It was back room, wasn't it? All right, I don't have morph ball anymore. I don't think that's gonna say anything. Let me go. But I was just saying for like episode time length and everything like that, I'm gonna be aiming for like closer to what it was before I was playing God of War. You know, those episodes were anywhere from half an hour to an hour, depending upon how I did my timing. I'm gonna try and stick back to more of my normal time frame of roughly 20 minutes. Though I knew the space station here was the intro to the game, so I'm just kind of let the introductory space station portion of this play out as it is. But after we get planet side here, which won't be too long from this moment on, yeah, we will be having this landing sequence and all that jazz. But as soon as we land planet side on Talon 4, that's where I'm going to end the first video in the series. So, I guess while this is all happening, and I have a very guttural belch, everyone, I do want to thank you so much for watching the first of, hopefully not, 23 episodes of Metroid Prime Remastered Blind. And come back tomorrow when we shall be... I can't talk, I swear. Where we shall begin our exploration on Talon 4 proper. I'll see you folks next time. Take care.